Greetings friends, in today's video we will explore the fascinating topic of kashrut, the Jewish dietary laws that guide what can and cannot be eaten according to the Hebrew Bible. Whether you are Jewish, a Christian considering conversion to Judaism, or a Noahide seeking to deepen your understanding of biblical principles, this discussion will shed light on what it means to keep kosher and why these laws are significant. By delving into the biblical texts, we will uncover the deeper ethical and spiritual values embedded in kashrut. Many people unfamiliar with Jewish dietary practices often refer to kashrut simply as kosher. While kosher is a widely recognized term, it specifically describes food that meets the requirements of kashrut. It's important to note that kashrut encompasses much more than the certification of food. It represents a lifestyle of mindfulness, holiness, and obedience to God's laws. By understanding the depths of kashrut, we move beyond the label and delve into the spiritual significance of these practices. What is kashrut and why is it important? Kashrut, derived from the Hebrew word kasher meaning fit or proper, encompasses the dietary laws outlined in the Hebrew Bible that dictate what foods are permissible for consumption by Jews. These laws are more than just dietary restrictions. They are a fundamental aspect of Jewish identity and a means of sanctifying the act of eating. Observing kashrut transforms a mundane activity into a spiritual practice, reinforcing one's connection to God and commitment to His commandments. The significance of kashrut is rooted in the Hebrew Bible's call for holiness. For I am the Lord your God. Consecrate yourselves and be holy, because I am holy. Do not defile yourselves with any creature that moves along the ground. I am the Lord, who brought you up out of Egypt to be your God. Therefore be holy, because I am holy. Through adherence to these dietary laws, Jews strive to fulfill their covenant with God and embody His holiness in daily life. This sanctification of eating emphasizes mindfulness, discipline, and an enduring connection to divine principles. This approach fosters a personal and scripturally grounded relationship with God's commandments, encouraging each individual to study and apply the Torah's laws directly. What foods are not kosher? The Torah provides clear guidelines about which animals are permissible to eat. Let's explore these categories. 1. Hooves and cud. Here we see the verses highlighted that any animal that both chews the cud and has cloven hooves is kosher. This includes cows, sheep, goats, and deer. So animals like pigs are not allowed because, while they have cloven hooves, they do not chew the cud. 2. Shellfish. Here we see the verses highlighted that only creatures from the sea with fins and scales are kosher. Shellfish, such as shrimp, lobster, and crab, and other aquatic creatures lacking these features do not meet these criteria and are therefore prohibited. 3. Insects. Here we see the verses highlighted which insects are permissible. For instance, certain types of locusts are allowed, but most insects are considered unclean. 4. Predatory birds and scavengers. Here we see the verses highlighted listing the birds that are not kosher, including predatory and scavenging species. Only domesticated birds, such as chickens and turkeys, are permissible. Bats are forbidden. 5. Consumption of blood. Here we see the verses highlighted explicitly commands not to eat blood, underscoring the sanctity of life and the recognition that blood represents the life force of living beings. 6. Animals that die naturally or are killed by other animals. Here we see the verses highlighted prohibits consuming animals that have died naturally or have not been slaughtered according to kosher laws. For rabbinical Jews, the Talmud gives specific instructions for how to slaughter the animal. For Karaite Jews, interpret this as requiring humane and intentional slaughter, minimizing pain and suffering. Though specific methods may vary as long as they align with the Hebrew Bible's principles. Both interpretations only deem healthy animals used as kosher, and each animal is thoroughly inspected to ensure it meets rigorous health and quality criteria. Any ingredients must be meticulously checked to confirm their kosher status, ensuring that no prohibited elements, such as small insects, are included. When shopping for kosher products, always look for the kosher symbol on packaging to ensure the food meets certified kosher standards. Unlike rabbinical Judaism, Karaite Judaism emphasizes a direct interpretation of the Hebrew Bible, relying on the plain meaning of the biblical text. The Karaite interpretations of kashrut often avoid additional oral traditions, focusing solely on the explicit instructions found in the Hebrew. For the wider Jewish world, keeping kosher is more than a set of rules. It is a path to holiness. By consciously choosing what to eat, individuals affirm their dedication to God's commandments and their role as His sanctified people. The act of eating becomes an opportunity for spiritual growth and a demonstration of faith in God's wisdom. In a world where dietary choices are often dictated by convenience or personal preference, kashrut calls us to pause and reflect on the deeper meaning of our actions. Unlike animals that instinctively consume whatever is available, human beings are called to exhibit self-control in their dietary choices. This self-discipline reflects not only our humanity, but also our aspiration to embody divine qualities. By exercising discernment in what we eat, we elevate a basic physical act into a profound spiritual expression. It invites us to align our daily lives with divine principles, avoiding speculation on the why behind these rules and focusing on faithful obedience to God's instructions to live healthier and holier lives. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And don't forget to check out my book, available now on Amazon. Links are in the description below. See you next time.